I used to lose ideas all the time. Random client requests, business ideas, meeting reminders. Everything stayed stuck in my head or disappeared. And honestly, it was mentally exhausting. So I built an AI assistant that turns my voice notes into organized tasks, calendar events, and notes automatically. Now I just talk for 10 seconds and the system handles the rest. This one automation alone saves me around 30 minutes every single day. If you're a founder, developer, freelancer, or someone constantly juggling ideas, this might be the highest ROI automation you ever build. Today, I'll show you exactly how I created a voice-based AI workflow using Telegram, free AI, ClickUp, Google Calendar, and Google Docs. No coding required. The biggest productivity problem isn't a lack of tools, it's mental overload. Your brain keeps trying to remember tasks, meetings, ideas, deadlines, and random thoughts. And every time you think, I'll remember this later, you probably won't. Or worse, you remember it at 2 a.m. That constant mental tracking drains your energy. This automation fixes that. The moment something enters your mind, you just send a voice message. Your brain is free again. Here's how the system works. You send a voice note to Telegram. AI listens to it. And then it decides, is this a task, an event, or just a note? Then automatically, tasks go into ClickUp, meetings go into Google Calendar, and ideas get stored in Google Docs. Completely hands-free. Let's build the automation. Before we dive in, if you want to learn more practical AI automations that save you hours every week, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. I share real workflows that actually save time, not just theory or speculation. All right, let's get into it. First, we need a way to capture voice notes. We'll use Telegram because it's free, reliable, and has an amazing API. Go to Telegram and search for the bot father. Use the new bot command to create your own private assistant. Follow the instructions and give your bot a name and username. Telegram gives you an API token. Copy that. We will also start the bot. Now go to make.com and create a new scenario. Add the Telegram Watch Updates module. Create a new connection. Paste the token. And now your AI assistant can receive voice messages instantly. Whenever you send a voice message to that bot, this automation will trigger. Run the scenario once. Then send a voice message to your bot. Create a task to follow up with the client about the proposal. If everything goes well, you will see a green check mark here. When you send a voice note, Telegram doesn't send the actual file, it sends a file ID. So we add the Telegram download a file module. We map that file ID into this box so Make can grab the actual audio recording for the AI to hear. Next, we'll add Gemini as the brain. Gemini will hear the voice message and process it. To use Gemini, you need a Gemini API key. Go to Google AI Studio and create an API key. Copy the API key. Now back in Make, add the Gemini Upload a File module. Create a connection and add your API key. Pass it the audio data from Telegram. Next, we add the Gemini Generate a Response module. I am using Gemini 3 Flash model. You can also use the flashlight model. They are incredibly fast and have a usable free tier. We also give it the file URL from the previous step. Under Role, choose User. Message type is File. Here, map the field to the file info. We also need to add a specific prompt. I will add this prompt in the description. We're asking it to decide if our voice note is a task, a calendar event, or a general note. This tiny step is what makes the workflow feel intelligent. This is where the real value appears. You stop context switching, you stop opening 5 different apps, you stop mentally carrying unfinished thoughts all day. Instead of thinking I need to remember this later, you offload it instantly. That creates mental clarity. And mental clarity is productivity, not hustle, not grinding harder, just removing friction from your day. We will now run this automation to see if everything is working correctly. Open Telegram and send a voice message with something like, create a task to follow up with the client about the proposal. If everything works correctly, you will see all these green check marks. Gemini gives us a block of code, but we need individual data points, so add the parse JSON module and map the AI's response. Under Google Gemini menu, choose Candidates, Parts, and then Text. We will now run this automation once again. I will send the same voice message, create a task to follow up with the client about the proposal. With this test, Make will learn these new variables like task name, event time, and note content. This is necessary for the next step. Now for the magic. We will add a router module. This allows us to send data to 3 different apps simultaneously. Path 1 will lead to ClickUp for our tasks. Path 2 will lead to Google Calendar for our events. Path 3 will lead to Google Docs for our notes. Now let's automate tasks. We will add the ClickUp Create a Task module. We need to connect our workspace. Click here to log into ClickUp. You will see a pop-up. Log in and select your workspace. Then choose the list where you want your ideas to land. Map the task name directly from the AI's output. We will do the same for the description and the due date. This is where your voice note finally becomes a real, trackable task. We also need to add a filter. Give it a label name like isTask. Under Conditions, select Intent. Change text operators to content, case insensitive. Last, just type task here. So only tasks will be added to ClickUp. To finish it off, let's have the bot message us back. I'll add one last Telegram module. It will send a confirmation message to my phone with a direct link to the new ClickUp task. I choose the original chat ID here. And create the message template here. I will add the task name and URL here. Telegram will show us the task name and URL in the confirmation message. Now I will have instant proof that the automation worked without opening the app. Let's check if it's working. I will send the same voice message. Create a task to follow up with the client about the proposal. The automation is working. Let's see if we got a confirmation message. Yes, we got the message with the task name and link. Now we will create the Google Calendar module. Before we do that, we will run the automation again. Then send this voice note using Telegram. I will have launch with Farah next Friday at 2 p.m. Don't worry if the automation doesn't work properly. We will need to do this for the next step. I will add the Google Calendar Create an Event module. You'll need to connect your Google account and select the specific calendar you want to use. We'll map the event title directly from our AI's output. I will do the same for the start time and the end time. Your voice note will now turn into a scheduled meeting or appointment. We will also set up a filter for this path. Give it a label name like is event. Under condition, select intent. Change the text operator to contains, case insensitive. Last, just type event here. Now only events will be routed to your Google Calendar. Google Calendar will automatically create the event. Again, no manual entry. We'll duplicate this Telegram bot module. We also want a confirmation message when the event has been added. I will make some changes and save. Finally, let's handle the notes. This is actually my favorite part. Most people lose brilliant ideas because capturing them feels annoying. Now I just talk naturally, and the system creates a document automatically in Google Docs. We will do the same thing as before. We will run the automation once again. Then I will send this voice note using Telegram. I just had this thought for the YouTube script. We should emphasize how fast the Gemini model is at processing audio. Call this note script Ideas. The automation didn't work, but that's okay. We will add the Google Docs Create a Document module. Connect your Google account. A pop-up will open. Make access to your Google account. Map the note title as the document name. Add the note content as the body of the document. Then choose the Google Drive folder where you want your ideas stored. Just like the others, we need to set up a filter. Give it a label name like isNote. Under condition, select intents. Change the text operator to contains, case insensitive. Last, just type note here. So only your general thoughts will be added to Google Docs. We will clone the confirmation message Telegram module once again. Then make some changes to the text. Finally, save the scenario. You can click the toggle here to enable the automation. Your Telegram to ClickUp automation is ready. Most people think automation is about saving clicks. It's not. It's about saving mental energy. This workflow saves me roughly 30 minutes daily, reduces forgotten tasks, reduces stress, and keeps my workflow organized without effort. And honestly, the mental relief matters even more than the time savings. If your brain constantly feels overloaded, build systems that think with you. This is one of the simplest AI automations you can build, but the impact is massive. If you want, next I can show you how to connect this with WhatsApp, add ChatGPT memory, or build a full AI executive assistant for your business. Subscribe for more practical AI systems that save real time.